Hello everyone, this is White Wolf, and I wanted to do this quick impromptu and really talking about abrupt change when it really happens and we just have to accept it. When we accept the change that is present, when we accept the change in our life, when we accept the change that is always here, that is always allowing us to flow and allowing us to generate and allowing us to really manifest what we really want to generate and how we want to channel our energies, and really wanting to bring forth that new energy and wanting that new alignment set forth within us to really understand that when we don't accept change, it always crushes us. So when we accept the abrupt changes and the acceleration within that change of manifestation, that change of migration, and a change of pace, not only within your energy, but within your heart, within everything that you do, within everything that you're trying to orchestrate as you're trying to manifest or generate a different truth, a different parallel aspect of yourself. And understanding that change is the greatest thing that can happen to you. It's the greatest thing that you can ever achieve, but also it's the greatest thing that you can ever embark upon and allow within your lives. So always accept adapting to your environment. Always accept adapting to a new energy, a new alignment, a new truth, a new way of promoting what you want to become and allowing it to flow and unfold in front of you, but also allowing yourself to become the change that is present. When you allow yourself to become the change, then you always adapt to the current environment and the current climate. Rather it's energy, rather it's consciousness, rather it's another aspect of your personality that you want to tap into. But also it could be just really you wanting more out of your life or wanting more out of yourself. Wanting to generate more out of yourself, but wanting more alignment with what you want to generate presently. And whenever you do that, whenever you have this clear-cut alignment within yourself to see what you are and what you are not, and what you want to bring in and what you want to bring forth and what you want to allow for the change to shine inside of yourself, and wanting no interruptions, but also understanding that the divine will always lay out so many different things for you to manifest and to accelerate and to really change so that it can become a rapid fire acceleration. And then you'll see, like, it's like a domino effect. You make this action, this cause, this effect, this way of prolonging the energy and having that consistency and having that way that you can preserve the energy and preserve the proper state of enlightenment that you want to preserve in your life, and understanding that you have the ability right here, right now, ever present, to really just change your state, change what you want, change the desire, but also change the meaning of the change or the manifesting, or changing the understanding of how you feel at this exact moment. And being able to change how you feel and really accepting the change and progressing with the change and whatever change that you want to do is to really not ask yourself if you want to change, and just really just saying, yes, I do want to change. I do want to elevate the energy. I do want to progress and develop and change and migrate back into my true state of consciousness and my true state of bliss, in the truth of what I am, instead of perpetuating a stale reality or something from the past or a specific pattern within your life. So understanding that change happens abruptly when you are being forced to the precipice of wanting to manifest, on wanting to generate, on wanting to be of a sense of truth and a sense of belonging. So it's understanding that you don't have to change, you just have to be the change. And if the change is very abrupt, have acceptance towards the change so that you are able to understand the initiation and the development within the change and the change itself that is growing within yourself. And understanding that the change is you progressing, developing, and emulating and elevating the energy within yourself to dictate what you are. And understanding that you're here to be an extension of source energy. You're here to change everything. You're here to adapt and progress and keep prolonging the journey. And that's why you have to keep looking forward. And if you keep looking forward and you keep looking where you're supposed to be, and understanding you're right where you need to be, you're right where Spirit wants you to be, and understanding that Spirit will always direct where you need to be and where you need to go and what you need to do to grow within yourself. And it's this understanding, this underlining understanding that we're all a part of a growing expansion, not only within ourselves, but also updating the reality constantly, changing the configuration of the reality, and also how the reality itself flows, and understanding that we're generating new circumstances, new experiences, new ways of discerning and becoming an allowance, complete allowance within ourselves. So that was my opener for this live. I hope you guys are doing well today. I'm pretty sure that we'll do some healing energy with this live. But also, you guys can book private sessions. I had to change my prices to $120. So I had to change my prices. And I also have a psychic class that I'll be doing next month, probably $100. And also, private sessions. And I have $80 for $40. But with this message, and what the point I'm trying to get across is the understanding and the clear-cut crystallization of how you want to change is determined on how fast you want to change, and how fast and accelerated you want everything to be within your life to progress on that change and accept it, but also integrate what needs to be healed, or the unworthiness inside of ourselves that is not allowing us to change or to grow or to migrate, or to be able to carry the new energy and the new faith and the new installment of that manifestation. So what we're trying to manifest is what you want, what you desire, what you crave, what you've been dreaming about, but also what you've been feeling into and tapping into, and following that obedience that presents itself when it's very clear, it's very crystal, it's very precise, and it hits right to the bullseye. It gets right to the point, and it gets right to the understanding that there is nothing wrong with really knowing yourself, really understanding yourself, but accepting yourself without any personal biases. And think about that for a moment. How can you accept yourself in this moment without any rigidness, without any push or pull, but really just to give in and to allow, but also to transform in that moment, so that you can literally just embrace that abrupt change, and whatever you need to go through, or whatever you need to integrate, whatever you need to let go of, the change will allow you to propel you to so much deeper waves of energy and manifestation, and allowing yourself to really tap into your power, to understand where your empowerment comes from and where it stems from, and understanding that to be empowered, to be aligned, to be knowing yourself fully in every single moment, is to really accept any change, any transformation, any transmutation, but also anything that's changing inside of yourself, because every time that you change inside of yourself, you're changing the outer appearance, but also you're changing what's outside of yourself as well. And it's an interesting thing to look at. It's an interesting thing to think of. And having that level of discernment within yourself, having that level of discernment, but also having that level of being very methodical and being deliberate, and understanding by having acceptance towards any change that you want to bring forth, any change that you want to allow within yourself, but also any change that you want to embark upon, will always redirect itself and come full circle within yourself. Every time that you want to change, every time that you want to progress, every time that you want to decrease the level of resistance or rigidness or forcefulness, every time that you accept change, you're accepting the elevation of energy, but also the transformation of energy, and being able to transform your current state. In that moment, you're transforming everything that you want to become. And then you're having complete allowance and complete discernment and complete elimination of a different process within yourself. So you're trusting the process, but you're developing a new process to go about the way that you're wanting the change to shine through within your life. So every time that you're developing new processes, new energetic combinations, new configurations, but also new ways of discernment, new ways of learning, and new ways of obtaining that spiritual mass within yourself, is just eliminating the other factors that don't need to be there, eliminating the other stuff that doesn't need to be within your space, eliminating what does not need to be there, but also subtracting it and then adding upon that, and then expanding upon the change itself within yourself to accept the abrupt change or the innate change within yourself. And then the truth in it, the understanding of it, but also the wisdom that comes from many different reflections and experiences and circumstances that will always feel as if change is always the virtue and it's always the direct path that will align to the vibration that you want to become. And not dwelling, but just embracing the new coming in. Out with the old and in with the new is always the saying that's very good. But what do you want? What do you desire? And what change do you want to bring about within your lives? But look at your life and see how much it can change in an instant, in a week, in a day, in a nanosecond, and understanding that when you have true acceptance to adapting, to progressing, logic goes out the window. Logic seems to leave, and then the metaphysical side of it, the progression of energy, the understanding of energy, and everything that we try to connect with, our connection seems to be greater and deeper and more emphatic and more impactful in the way that we want to change and also initiate change, but impart that change onto our outer reality, but blending it with the non-physical aspect so that we have that sense of relaxation and also that faith and that security and that stability within ourselves to see that every time that I embrace change, I embrace the abrupt changes, I embrace the change within myself, and I embrace the change within others, then I have true acceptance and I see everything as God's source energy and the great I am, the oracle of love, light, and wisdom. Knowing oneself, knowing the direct perception of oneself, and understanding that the change is renewing everything. It's renewing your chakras. It's renewing your innate experience of how you attract within your life. And it's very beautiful. Sometimes it's like changes in relationships, or changes within your vibration, or changes within experiencing the dark night of the soul. We're all going through the change, but we have to look at it from a much different perspective and see it in a much beautiful light. If we see that change in a much beautiful light, then we're always adapting, we're always progressing, we're always working towards that change that we want to become within ourselves, but also working towards the goals and ambitions and the drive and the passion that wants to come out of the change itself. But it's all being channeled from you, and you have to see that your gravitational pull is trying to make you come full circle and come to the direct correlation and the direct perception of wanting to really know yourself fully, wanting to understand yourself, wanting to love yourself, but wanting to discern for yourself who you really are and what you want to be at this exact moment. And if you have to literally say that I am the change in that moment, then everything will seem to subside, and maybe the rigidness or the resistance or the aggressiveness of trying to create from the masculine standpoint will subside, and you'll start to create from vulnerability, compassion, empathy, and love, because then that's where the feminine comes in. Because if we don't have the feminine, we don't have the masculine. A lot of people think it's the other way around, but if we don't have the feminine within ourselves, then we ourselves cannot create and generate what we really want and what we really want to bring forth and initiate. So it's different forms of initiation and reflection, but also adopting a new set of belief systems, but also trying to align them with certain emotions. And then you just wake up in the morning and you have that constant state of, I am the guided meditation fully realized. I am the destiny that's fulfilled. I am the change that I am seeking. I am the seeking impulse which drives the actions that allows for the change to manifest itself. So see yourself as the change. See yourself as the vision of the change. And see yourself as the manifestation of the change. And then everything around you will have no other choice but to change itself. It's kind of like you're forcing yourself to change. You're forcing yourself to stop going about the past reality, but being completely present with everything that you do, because you're placing your desired reality right in the present. And then it has no other choice but to change with you. And that's what's amazing. And everybody, it's 444. 444. So we're going to do some healing energy, but also, guys, I wanted to let you guys know that I do have private sessions for $120, $80 for 40 minutes, a psych class for 1 hour. No, for an hour and 30 minutes, but for $100. And I have appointment packages on my TikTok page, so you can check that out. Instagram, whitewolf4741, YouTube, whitewolftheoracle, and also Facebook, Jacob Wolf, but please refer to me as White Wolf. But we're going to do some healing energy. I do a healing modality called Stupamutra energy. This is what the Buddhists use. I'm going to call in some guides and some dragons and fairies and things of that nature to wrap this live up. So if you want to receive this healing energy as well, receive the healing energy. Also, just imbibe yourself and relax and come into a balanced state of consciousness. Archangels of love and light, who's willing to cleanse us of our auric field, tapping into God's source energy and the great I am, diving deep into Middle Mother Gaia Earth. And we're going to have the golden Christ dragon to give us protection, to give us love, to give us power. The golden source dragon, which is the highest dimension of each dragon, to help us tap into the vibrations of God, the sensation of God, the realization of God, to help us accept abrupt change. Also, we're going to call upon the emerald green dragon, which allows us to tap into cosmic abundance. Archangel Raphael is coming in with a green ray of healing as well, right into the heart centers. Archangel Michael is helping with the third eye. And Archangel Metatron is helping with the causal chakra. And then he is downloading his cube for sacred geometry and just elevation of truth. Jesus and the Apostle Paul is helping with healing as well and psychic protection. Allow yourself to ascend to 100 levels. Also, we're going to tap in to the Sophia codes. Ashgar Command is going to be downloading DNA codes as well, and also is going to reprogram our thoughts and help us tap into vibrations of being clear and focused. But also, we're going to clear the energy of the ears, the energies of the nose, and the energies of the throat as well. Activate the throat. We're going to tap into the elementals, earth, wind, and fire. And we're going to ground deep into Middle Mother Gaia Earth. Allow us to feel into the earth. Allow us to be guided. allow us to be nurtured. And we're also going to tap into the energies of the inner child as well. We're going to tap into the energies of the dogs, because dogs teach us loyalty, respect, and family life and community. Also, we're going to tap into the unicorns as well, as you can see on my hat. That's why I wore this hat today. We'll tap into the energy of the unicorns, and also because they help us tap into imagination, also be able to progress beyond space and time, and also they help us develop our psychic intuition as well. And they allow us to not only channel our energy, but to bring forth great change. Allow yourself to be the shapeshifter of your destiny. Shapeshift into any personal state, any energetic state, any flow state that you prefer, in living by that vibrational attitude. Allow yourselves to take a very deep breath. Exhale. And when I snap my fingers, you'll come back to. You'll have a greater sense of clarity. You will know yourself. And you'll become the oracle of bloodline wisdom, which is God manifested in the human form. And just hold space for the entire collective. Now. So I hope you guys really enjoyed the healing energy. I hope you enjoyed the live feed. Also, I'll try to go live tonight to do some readings and healings for $20. And also you guys can book private sessions with me. This is White Wolf. I had to up my price to $120, and I do have $80 for 40 minutes. So if you guys want to book private sessions, just let me know. And also, I'm probably moving very soon, so we'll probably have to do that maybe in 2 or 3 weeks, a psychic class for $100. Depends on what happens. But also just know, guys, it's not hard to change. It's just, do we have acceptance towards change? Do we have acceptance or understanding or knowledge of the change, or progression within the change, or worry within the change? But discerning that we always need to elevate and to generate and to create within the change, and to allow ourselves to heal during the change as well. And also allow everything to come into balance, to just literally embrace it and have acceptance and really have love towards who we're changing and becoming. So I hope you guys enjoyed the live feed. Thank you guys so much. And You can find me on Instagram, whitewolf4741, YouTube, whitewolftheoracle, and also you can find me on Facebook, Jacob Wolf. If you need to contact me there, please refer to me as White Wolf. And BitChute, whitewolftheoracle 23_@symbol. And so it is, guys. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. God bless. Namaste. I hope you guys have a wonderful day.